chosen one. Why are you awake right now? Why did your finger stop scrolling at this exact moment? And why, after everything you've prayed for, cried for, waited for, does it feel like God just whispered your name through this screen? Stop. Don't move. Don't click away. Because what I'm about to tell you isn't coincidence. It's confirmation. If I told you that heaven's clock has stopped at 8 seconds for you, that right now, in this very moment, there are exactly 8 seconds standing between the life you've been surviving and the life God is screaming to give you, would you just scroll past? Or would you finally lean in? Listen to me carefully, beloved. I'm not here to waste your time with religious fluff or empty promises. I'm talking to you, yes, you, the one sitting alone at your kitchen table at 11:30 at night, the one who can't sleep because the silence is too loud, the one scrolling through your phone looking for something, anything, to fill that ache in your chest that won't go away. You asked God for a sign, didn't you? Maybe it was 3 days ago, maybe it was 3 hours ago, maybe you whispered it just before you picked up this device. God, if you still see me, if my life still matters, if there's anything left for me, please, just show me something. This is that something. Archangel Michael, the warrior prince of heaven, the protector of God's people. He's not folklore, he's not superstition. He's the angel who stands between you and the forces that have been trying to convince you it's too late. And right now, he's standing at attention because God loves you too much to let you waste what's left. 8 seconds, not 8 days, not 8 years, 8 seconds. That's how close you are to breakthrough. That's how thin the veil is between your desperation and your deliverance. That's how fast everything can shift when heaven finally says, enough, their time of waiting is over. But here's what the enemy doesn't want you to know. Every time you think about clicking away, every time doubt whispers this isn't for you, every time you almost give up, you're standing in those 8 seconds. And what you do in this moment will determine whether you step through the door or walk away from the very answer you've been begging for. Before we go deeper, I need to pause and thank every single one of you who has supported this message through super thanks. Your generosity means more than you know. You're not just donating, you're helping spread light to others who feel alone in their calling. Whether you give or not, I'm deeply grateful for your presence here, your support, your time, your attention. It all matters. And if this message resonates with your soul, go ahead and let the Holy Spirit lead your heart. Now listen, I need you to do something right now. I need you to type in the comments, Lord, I'm listening. Don't think about it. Don't wait. Just type it. Because that simple act breaks the spirit of passivity that's been holding you hostage. And one more thing, stay until the last 8 seconds of this video. Because something prophetic is waiting there. Something personal. Something that will confirm you didn't find this message. This message found you. This can't wait any longer. Your 8 seconds have already started. Why do you keep waking up at 2:47 inches the morning with your heart pounding? Why does the silence in your house feel heavier now than it ever did before? And why, when everyone tells you these are just the normal struggles of getting older, does something deep in your spirit keep whispering that there's more to this than age? Listen to me, beloved. What if I told you that every strange thing you've been feeling lately isn't random at all? What if those sleepless nights, those sudden tears, that ache in your chest that no doctor can explain, what if all of it is actually heaven trying to get your attention before it's too late? You've been waking up between 2 and 4 a.m., haven't you? And it's not because you drank too much water before bed. It's not because your mattress is uncomfortable. You lie there in the darkness, staring at the ceiling, and thoughts flood your mind like a dam just broke. People you haven't seen in 40 years, mistakes you made in 1987, words you wish you could take back, moments you can never get back. The doctors call it anxiety. The world calls it insomnia. Your children, when they bother to call, they tell you it's just part of aging. Take some melatonin, Mum. Try chamomile tea, Dad. But what if they're all wrong? What if the ache in your chest at 3 a.m. isn't just your heart getting older, but heaven knocking louder because time is running out and God refuses to let you miss what He's been trying to tell you your whole life? You see, there's something the medical world doesn't understand about what happens to the human spirit in the final seasons of life. They can measure your blood pressure, check your cholesterol, prescribe pills for every symptom, but they can't explain why your soul suddenly feels wider awake than it's been in decades. They can't explain why memories from 50 years ago feel more vivid than what you ate for breakfast. They can't explain why you find yourself crying over things that never used to touch you, but I can. Your spirit knows something your mind hasn't fully accepted yet. Your spirit knows that the distance between you and eternity is shorter now than it's ever been. And just like a traveler who's about to reach their destination, you're starting to recognize landmarks. You're starting to remember things. You're starting to feel things. The veil is getting thinner, dear one, and what you're experiencing isn't deterioration, it's preparation. Think about the boy Samuel in 1 Samuel chapter 3. He kept hearing a voice in the night. 3 times he ran to Eli thinking the old priest was calling him. 3 times Eli said, "I didn't call you, go back to bed." But the 4th time, Eli finally understood this wasn't random. This was God speaking in the stillness when everything else was quiet. You know what's happening to you right now? You're Samuel. And those 2 a.m. wake-up calls, those aren't disruptions to your sleep. Those are divine appointments you keep missing because you think it's just insomnia. God speaks in the watches of the night. He always has. The psalmist knew this when he wrote in Psalm 63:6, "When I remember you on my bed, I meditate on you in the night watches." The watchman in Isaiah 21 stood alert through the darkness, waiting, watching, listening for the word of the Lord. But here's what breaks my heart. Here's what keeps me up at night praying for people just like you. You've been interpreting heaven's alarm clock as a malfunction in your body. Those random tears that come out of nowhere when you're watching TV. That's not just nostalgia, beloved. That's your spirit grieving over wasted years and crying out for redemption. That overwhelming sadness that hits you in the produce aisle at the grocery store, that's not depression. That's divine discontent. God is making you uncomfortable with ordinary life because He has something extraordinary He still wants to do through you. You feel left behind, don't you? Your children are too busy for phone calls. Your grandchildren live on their phones in a language you don't speak. The church you served faithfully for 30 years feels like it doesn't need you anymore. Technology moved on without you. The world moved on without you. And late at night, when the house is quiet and there's nothing to distract you from the truth, you wonder, did my life even matter? Did I waste the time God gave me? Did I fail the people who counted on me? Let me tell you something that's going to shatter the lies you've been believing. That guilt you carry, that shame that sits on your chest like a stone, those regrets that replay in your mind like a broken record, the enemy has been using them to keep you trapped in the same groove, playing the same sad song over and over and over. But God wants to lift the needle. He wants to change the track. He wants to play a new song over your life, but you have to let Him stop the old one first. This is why you can't sleep. This is why you can't shake this feeling. This is why every fiber of your being is screaming that something needs to change. Your spirit knows that time is shorter now. Your spirit knows that whatever God has been trying to birth in you, through you, from you, it can't wait any longer. And that's why you keep hearing that whisper in the darkness. This can't wait any longer. What if those physical aches that feel heavier at night aren't just arthritis? What if they're the weight of an unfulfilled calling pressing down on you? What if your body is manifesting what your spirit has been carrying, the burden of knowing you were made for more but never quite stepping into it? I need you to do something right now. Before we go any further, before one more second passes, I need you to whisper this prayer. Don't just think it. Say it out loud, even if your voice shakes. Lord, if this is you, if these feelings, these wake-up calls, these stirrings in my spirit are really you trying to reach me, don't let me miss what you're saying tonight. Don't let me dismiss this as just another sleepless night. I'm listening. I'm here. Show me what I need to see. Did you say it? Because, beloved, something just shifted in the spiritual realm. And what I'm about to tell you next will explain exactly why you've been feeling this way and what God is preparing to do in these final 8 seconds of divine opportunity. Now let me tell you something that's going to shake you to your core. When I say only 8 seconds left, I'm not telling you that you're about to die. I'm not here to scare you with doomsday predictions or manipulate you with fear. But I am here to tell you the raw, unfiltered truth that heaven has been trying to get through to you for years. Only 8 seconds left means this. God has opened a small, precious, holy window of obedience in your life. And beloved, that window will not stay open forever. You've been standing on the platform your whole life, haven't you? Watching trains come and go, watching other people step through doors while you stayed frozen, paralyzed by fear, by doubt, by the crushing weight of, what if I'm too old? But right now, in this very moment, those subway doors are open. You can hear them beeping. You can feel the rush of air. And you have a choice, step through or stay stuck. Let me show you something that will blow your mind. In the Bible, the number 8 is not random. It's prophetic. It's powerful. It carries the fingerprint of new beginnings written all over it. Think about this. Noah and 7 others, 8 people total, stepped off the ark into a brand new world. Genesis 7:13. 8 souls, fresh start, new creation. Abraham was given the covenant of circumcision on the 8th day. Genesis 17:12. A permanent mark of belonging to God. Jesus rose from the dead on the 8th day, if you count from his triumphal entry. Resurrection, victory, life after death. You see what God is doing? He specializes in 8th-day miracles. He loves taking what looks finished and breathing life into it again. Your life might feel like it's in the 7th day, the Sabbath, the rest, the winding down. But God is whispering, we're not done yet. Get ready for day 8. For years, you've been living like the clock was stuck. Like time stopped moving forward the day your spouse died, the day your children stopped calling, the day the diagnosis came, the day you realized you were alone. You've been existing in a frozen moment, replaying the same fears, the same regrets, the same if only I had conversations in your head. But God is saying right now, right this second, I've started the countdown to a new chapter in your life. But you have to move. You have to choose. You have to stop standing still. Here's the brutal truth nobody wants to tell you. You can keep doing what you've always done. You can keep sitting in that chair, scrolling through your phone at midnight, wondering why your life feels like a waiting room for death. You can keep telling yourself, my time has passed. God's done with people like me. I'm too old, too tired, too broken. You can keep living like the clock is stuck. Or you can treat these next moments, these holy 8 seconds that heaven has carved out specifically for you, as the countdown to a completely different future. Think about those subway doors in New York. You know how they work. They open, they beep, they flash a warning, and then they close. They don't care if you're ready. They don't wait for you to feel confident. They don't pause because you're scared. When time's up, they shut, and the train leaves without you. Some of you have been standing on that platform for decades. Decades. watching door after door close while you convinced yourself the next train would be easier, the next opportunity would be clearer, the next door would feel safer. But what if this is it? What if these 8 seconds are your last chance to step into what God has been holding open for you? Heaven is not threatening you. Let me be crystal clear about that. God is not some angry dictator trying to scare you into submission, but He is inviting you, and that invitation has a timestamp. It has an expiration date. Not because God is cruel, but because time itself is running out. How much time do you have left? I don't know. You don't know. But what I do know is this: you've already wasted enough of it. You've already spent enough nights crying over what could have been. You've already lost enough days to regret and fear, and the paralyzing belief that your best years are behind you. What if they're not? What if the best is still ahead? What if God has been saving the finest wine for last, and you're about to taste it? But here's what breaks my heart. Here's what keeps me up at night. Some of you will hear this message, feel the stirring in your chest, sense the Holy Spirit moving in your spirit, and you'll still choose to stay on the platform. You'll still choose safety over faith. You'll still choose the familiar prison over the uncertain promise. And 6 months from now, when that door has closed and the train has left, you'll whisper to yourself in the dark, "I should have moved. I should have believed. I should have stepped through when I had the chance." Don't let that be you. Right now, I want you to do something. I want you to say it out loud, right where you're sitting. Say it even if your voice shakes. Say it even if you're alone. Say it even if you don't fully believe it yet. I will not waste this window. Say it again, louder this time. And if you're able, grab a piece of paper and write this down. These 8 seconds are for my new beginning. Write today's date next to it, because this is your marker. This is your memorial stone. This is the moment you stopped waiting for perfect and started moving toward possible. The clock is ticking, beloved. The doors are open. The invitation is real. But the question that will haunt you or heal you is this: what are you going to do in these 8 seconds that heaven has carved out just for you? You want to know why your life feels stuck, why breakthrough never came, why every promise God whispered to you dried up like rain on hot pavement. It wasn't because God changed His mind. It was because the enemy changed your timeline. Listen to me carefully, beloved. The devil doesn't need to drag you to hell if he can just keep you on the couch. He doesn't need to destroy you with some dramatic fall if he can simply whisper 4 words that have paralyzed more destinies than any other weapon in his arsenal. You can do it later. Later. That's the graveyard where dreams go to die. How many times have you said it? I'll forgive her later, when I'm ready. I'll talk to God when I feel better about myself. I'll go back to church when I'm stronger, when I've got my life together. I'll make that phone call next week. I'll write that letter when the time feels right. But next week turned into next month. Next month turned into next year. And now you're sitting here, 73 years old, 81 years old, carrying regrets that weigh more than your body can hold. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? That sister you haven't spoken to in 12 years, that son who tried to reach out 3 Christmases ago and you were too hurt to respond. That apology you've been rehearsing in your head for 2 decades, but never had the courage to speak out loud. Delay didn't just postpone your healing, it stole the last, most sacred part of your story. I met a woman named Dorothy last year, 86 years old, sharp as a tack. But when I asked her about her biggest regret, her eyes filled with tears. "My daughter called me in 2009, she whispered. She wanted to reconcile. I said I needed more time to think about it. She died in a car accident 4 months later. I've been thinking about it for 15 years now. Too late doesn't even begin to describe what I feel." That's what delay does, dear one. It doesn't just make you wait. it makes you miss it entirely. Proverbs 27:1 warns us plainly, "Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring." Not a year, not a month, a day. One single rotation of this earth, and everything can change. Your opportunity can vanish. Your person can be gone. Your window can slam shut forever. But here's what cuts even deeper. You're not just old, you are in overtime. And in overtime, every second counts. You understand what overtime means, right? It's when the game was supposed to be over, but God gave you extra time, bonus minutes, a chance to score what you couldn't score in regulation. But overtime doesn't last forever. The clock is still ticking. And right now, you're using your overtime to scroll through your phone, watch reruns, and convince yourself that tomorrow will somehow be different than today. It won't be. Not unless you do something different right now. The enemy's strategy has always been delay, not denial. Delay. He doesn't tell you no, he tells you not yet, because he knows that not yet kills just as effectively as never, but it doesn't trigger your alarm bells. It keeps you comfortable in your procrastination. I'll pray about it. When? I'll surrender that addiction. When? I'll forgive myself. When? I'll step into what God called me to do. When? James 4:17 cuts through every excuse like a sword. If anyone, then, knows the good they ought to do and doesn't do it, it is sin for them. Not doing evil is sin. Knowing what's right and delaying it, that's rebellion wrapped in false peace. Now let me tell you why Archangel Michael matters in this moment. Michael shows up in scripture around warfare and protection. Daniel 12, Jude 9, Revelation 12. Every time Michael appears, there's a battle over destiny, a fight over the future, a war over what's next. If Michael is involved, it means there's a battle over your next chapter, not just your past. The enemy has been fighting to keep you locked in delay because he sees what's coming if you break free. He knows that one act of obedience from you could shift your entire bloodline. One courageous conversation could heal 3 generations. One surrendered yes to God could unleash breakthrough that's been dammed up for 40 years. But you have to move. Now. Not later. Not when you feel ready. Not when circumstances align. Now. Think about the paralyzed man at the pool of Bethesda. 38 years he laid there. 38 years of maybe tomorrow. Then Jesus asked him one devastating question. Do you want to get well? John 5:6. Not, are you sick? Not, do you hurt? Do you want to get well? Because wanting it and waiting for it are 2 different things. So, I'm asking you the same question right now. Do you want to get well? Or do you want to keep rehearsing your reasons why it's too late, too hard, too complicated? Here's what I need you to do. Right now, in your mind, identify one area where you've been delaying. Just one. Is it forgiveness? Is it prayer? Is it obedience to something God told you to do 5 years ago? Is it letting go of that person who's been dead for a decade but you're still carrying like they're alive? Is it stepping into some small calling that seems insignificant but keeps nagging at your spirit? Hold that in your mind. Don't push it away. Don't rationalize it. Just hold it, because in a few minutes, we're going to put that on the 8-second altar. And what happens next will determine whether you waste your overtime or win with it. The clock is still ticking, beloved. And the enemy is counting on you to keep waiting. But what if you didn't? You know what breaks my heart? It's not the wrinkles on your face or the gray in your hair. It's the look in your eyes when you think nobody's watching. That look that says, I'm still here, but I don't know why. Let me tell you what I see. I see the empty chair at your kitchen table where your spouse used to sit. I see the phone that doesn't ring like it used to. I see the Sunday mornings when you get ready for church, and halfway through buttoning your shirt, you wonder if anyone would even notice if you didn't show up. Your children? They're busy, too busy. You raised them, sacrificed everything, went without so they could have more. And now they call once a month if you're lucky, text on your birthday. Maybe the grandchildren you prayed for don't know your voice anymore because FaceTime always seems to freeze at the wrong moment. Your church friends? Half of them are gone. The other half are in nursing homes you can't afford to visit. The new pastor doesn't remember your name, even though you've been tithing since before he was born. And your body. Oh, beloved, your body has become a stranger. Pills in the morning, pills at night, doctor appointments that cost more than your grocery budget, knees that won't bend, hands that shake, a mirror that reflects someone you barely recognize. So you lie awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, and you whisper the question you're afraid to say out loud. God, why am I still here? You think he can't hear you, but he does. Every single word. Did you forget me? No, beloved. He's been counting every tear. Maybe I missed my calling. What if your calling is happening right now, in this very moment? Listen to me with everything you have left. If you were truly done, if your purpose was truly finished, if God had nothing left for you to accomplish, you would not be breathing right now. The fact that air is still filling your lungs, that your heart is still beating, that you can hear my voice in this moment, that is not coincidence. That is confirmation. You are not left over. You are not forgotten. You are not the puzzle piece that didn't fit. You are the corner piece, the one that holds the entire picture together, the one that gives structure to everything else, the one that without it, nothing else makes sense. Heaven refuses to ignore what people decided to ignore in you. The enemy has been whispering a lie so long you started believing it was truth. He told you that relevance belongs to the young, that impact requires energy you no longer have, that your season of significance ended when your body started slowing down. But that is a demonic deception designed to steal the very years when you carry the most authority. Archangel Michael is not standing at attention because of your failures. He's standing at attention because of your unfinished assignment. The warrior angel of God doesn't guard expired purposes. He guards active threats to the kingdom of darkness. And, beloved, you are that threat. You think your best days are behind you? God says your most dangerous days are ahead. You think you're winding down? Heaven says you're about to be wound up and released. You think you're forgotten? The Almighty has been preparing you for a moment so significant that it required 70, 80, 90 years of refinement. Moses was 80 when God called him to face Pharaoh. 80. Not retired, reactivated. Sarah was 90 when she gave birth to promise. 90. Not finished. Faithful. Caleb was 85 when he said, "Give me this mountain." He didn't ask for a rocking chair, he asked for a battleground. Your age is not your limitation, it's your weapon. Every year you've survived is ammunition. Every loss you've endured is training. Every night you've cried alone is preparation for the souls you're about to comfort. Right now, I need you to do something. Put your hand over your heart, feel it beating. That rhythm is not random, that's the sound of a warrior's drum. And I need you to say this out loud, right where you are. God, if you're not done with me, don't let me give up on myself. Say it again, louder this time. Because those 8 seconds I told you about, they're ticking. And what's waiting on the other side of your surrender will shatter every lie you've believed about being too old, too tired, too late. But first, you need to understand why Michael himself has been assigned to your case. Now listen to me very carefully, because what I'm about to walk you through isn't theory. This isn't some religious exercise you watch and forget. This is activation. This is the moment heaven has been waiting for. This is where everything shifts. We're going to walk through 8 seconds together. 8 choices, 8 keys that will unlock something in the spiritual realm that's been sealed for too long. And I need you to understand something that will shake you to your core. Every single one of these steps is simple. A child could do them. But heaven is watching how you respond, because God doesn't measure what you hear. He measures what you do. James 1:22 says it plainly. Be doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. You've heard enough sermons, you've watched enough videos, you've listened to enough promises. Tonight, we stop being spectators and become participants. Are you ready? Because every second is like a key turning in a lock. And by the time we finish, something in the spirit realm will open that hell has been trying to keep shut. Second one, breathe. Right now, I want you to take a deep breath, not a shallow one, a real one. Fill your lungs like you're pulling life itself into your body, because that's exactly what you're doing. You are still here on purpose. Your heart is still beating because God has unfinished business with you. Receive that fact. Let it settle in your bones. You didn't survive everything you survived by accident. Second, 2, call his name. Now whisper it, out loud, even if your voice shakes, even if you're alone in your room and it feels silly. Say it, Jesus, just his name. Because Philippians 2:10 promises that at the name of Jesus, every knee will bow. That includes the knee of depression, the knee of loneliness, the knee of regret. Say his name and watch what trembles. Second, 3, release one person. Think of someone right now. You know who I'm talking about. The one who hurt you, the one who betrayed you, the one whose name still makes your chest tight. I'm not asking you to call them. I'm not asking you to pretend it didn't happen. I'm asking you to say this out loud. Lord, I don't want to carry this anymore. Because Matthew 6:15 is clear. If you don't forgive, you can't receive forgiveness. And beloved, you need to receive too much to keep holding on to that poison. Second, 4, renounce the lie. There's a thought that's been playing in your head like a broken record. My life is over. My best days are behind me. I'm too old. I'm too late. I'm too broken. Right now, I need you to reject it. Say it out loud. My story isn't finished. Because Psalm 92:14 declares, they will still bear fruit in old age. They will stay fresh and green. The enemy wants you to believe you're dried up. God says you're about to bloom. Second, 5, invite protection. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture your home, your bedroom, your mind. Now ask out loud, Lord, send your angels to stand guard around my home, my bed, my thoughts tonight. Psalm 91:11 promises. He will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. You're not alone in that house. You've never been alone. But you have to invite the help. Second, 6, ask for an assignment. This is where it gets dangerous. This is where most people pull back, because this question requires an answer. Ask it anyway. Lord, what do you want me to do with the days I have left? Don't be afraid of the silence. Don't be afraid of the answer. Moses was 80 when God gave him his greatest assignment. Your age isn't your limitation, it's your qualification. Second, 7, commit to one action. Think right now of one small action you will take in the next 24 hours. Not next week, not when you feel ready. Tomorrow. Call someone who's lonely. Pray for someone who's hurting. Bless someone who needs hope. Write it down. Say it out loud. Make it real, because faith without works is dead, and your faith just became alive. Second, 8, seal it. Now say these words with everything in you. I will not waste this window. I choose you, Lord, even in my old age. Let that declaration rise from your spirit like incense before the throne. Let heaven hear what hell tried to silence. You just made a covenant, and God honors covenants. Here's what just happened. You didn't just watch a video, you participated in something ancient and holy. 8 keys just turned in 8 locks, and something in the spiritual realm that was sealed is now open. But I need to know which second hit you the most. Write it in the comments. Don't expose private details. Just tell me, second 3, second 6. Let this community surround you. And don't you dare leave yet, because in the final 8 seconds of this video, we're going to speak a declaration over your life that will mark you forever. The question is, are you ready to be marked by heaven instead of branded by your past? You know what God showed me last night? He showed me a room, your room, the one you've kept locked for 30, 40, maybe 50 years. The room where you shoved everything you didn't want to deal with, the unforgiveness, the bitterness, the anger at him for letting your spouse die, the shame for how you treated your kids, the rage at yourself for wasting so much time. And here's what broke my heart. God's been standing outside that door for decades, not breaking it down, not forcing his way in, just knocking, gently, patiently, waiting for you to finally turn the handle. But beloved, he won't knock forever. Listen to me carefully. There are things in your life that cannot wait any longer. Not next week, not when you feel ready, not after you get your life together. Right now, today, this moment. For some of you, it's that phone call. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Your daughter who stopped speaking to you 3 years ago. Your son who moved across the country and only calls on Christmas. Your sister who said those words that cut so deep you swore you'd never forgive her. The phone is right there in your hand. The number is still saved, but something keeps stopping you. That something is pride. And pride can't wait any longer. For others, it's dropping to your knees. Not crisis prayer, God help me, my back hurts. I'm talking about real prayer, the kind where you get honest, the kind where you finally tell God the truth. I'm angry at you. I'm furious that you took my husband and left me here alone. I'm bitter that you gave everyone else grandchildren who visit and mine can't be bothered. You think God doesn't already know? He's been waiting for you to stop pretending and start healing. That honesty can't wait any longer. Proverbs 28:13 says it plainly. Whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Conceals. That's what you've been doing, isn't it? Hiding the hurt, burying the bitterness, locking away the truth. But here's what happens when you keep that door locked. The poison doesn't stay contained. It seeps under the door. It fills your whole house. It affects every relationship, every prayer, every hope you try to hold on to. You wonder why your prayers feel empty. Because you're praying from a poisoned room. Some of you need to forgive someone who will never apologize. Let that sink in. They're never going to call. They're never going to say, I'm sorry. They might be dead by now. And you're still carrying their debt like a chain around your neck, waiting for a payment that will never come. Matthew 6:14-15 doesn't give you wiggle room, for if you forgive other people when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others their sins, your Father will not forgive your sins. That's not a suggestion. That's spiritual law. That forgiveness can't wait any longer. And I know what some of you are thinking right now. You don't understand what they did to me. You're right, I don't, but God does. And He's still asking you to let it go. Not because they deserve it, because you do. You deserve to be free. Here's something else that can't wait: admitting you need help. From God, yes, but also from people. You've been so strong for so long that you've forgotten it's okay to be weak. You've carried everyone else's burdens while yours crushed you in silence. You've played the role of the rock while crumbling inside. Galatians 6:2 says, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." Notice it doesn't say carry your own burdens alone until you die of exhaustion. It says carry each other's. That means you're supposed to let someone carry yours too. That surrender can't wait any longer. You want to know why heaven deployed Archangel Michael over your life right now? Because the war over your yes has escalated. The enemy knows that if you finally unlock that door, if you finally make that call, if you finally forgive, if you finally surrender, everything changes. Not just for you, for your children, your grandchildren, your bloodline. This isn't just about your peace. This is about generational breakthrough. But it requires your obedience. And I'd rather hurt your feelings right now than watch your soul stay stuck for whatever time you have left. So here's what I need you to do right now. Don't wait until the video ends. Get a piece of paper, a napkin, the back of an envelope, I don't care, and write down one concrete act of obedience, one specific thing you're going to do in the next 24 hours. Call Sarah, forgive Dad, pray for 15 minutes, tell God the truth, ask for help. One thing, write it down. That piece of paper becomes your covenant with God, your yes on record. Because, beloved, you don't have to be strong enough to fix everything. You just have to be honest enough to say yes. The door is still locked. God is still knocking. But time is running out. What's behind that door that can't wait any longer? Listen to me very carefully, beloved, because what I'm about to show you will haunt you if you ignore it, or it will heal you if you receive it. Right now, in this exact moment, you're standing at a fork in the road. Two paths, two completely different endings to your story. And the choice you make in the next few minutes will determine which one becomes your reality. Let me paint you a picture of what happens if you do what you've always done. If you close this video, go back to your routine. Convince yourself this message wasn't really for you. You stay in that same chair, the one by the window where you watch the world move on without you. The same breakfast, the same pills lined up on the counter, the same silence that screams louder than any noise ever could. Your phone sits there, heavy with names you haven't called in years. Your children, that sister you haven't spoken to since the funeral, that friend who tried to reach out but you were too proud, too hurt, too tired to respond. The holidays keep coming. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. But they don't feel like celebrations anymore, do they? They feel like reminders of what's broken, of who's missing, of conversations that should have happened but never did. You sit at a table, maybe alone, maybe surrounded by people who feel like strangers, and you smile because that's what you're supposed to do. But inside, you're dying inch by inch. The years keep ticking. 70 becomes 75. 75 becomes 80. And with each passing year, the bitterness grows roots deeper into your soul. You didn't mean for it to happen. You didn't wake up one day and decide to become hard. But disappointment after disappointment, betrayal after betrayal, it calcified around your heart like concrete. And then one day, you're lying in that hospital bed, or maybe you're in your own bed, but you just know this is it. The people around you are crying, holding your hand, saying their goodbyes. But there are words you never said, forgiveness you never gave, prayers you never prayed, gifts buried inside you that God placed there before you were even born, and you're taking them to the grave, still wrapped, still unused, still silent. That's the first ending. The one where you ignored the call, where you convinced yourself it was too late, you were too old, too broken, too far gone. That's what happens when you walk away from these 8 seconds. But let me show you the other path. Picture this. You finish watching this video and something shifts. It's small at first, like a crack in concrete, that's been solid for decades. You pick up your phone and your hands are shaking because you haven't dialed this number in 3 years. It rings once, twice, and then you hear that voice, your daughter, your son, that sister, and the words come tumbling out, not perfect, not eloquent, but real. I'm sorry, I love you. I don't want to waste whatever time is left. That conversation doesn't fix everything overnight, but it starts something. Like the first warm day after the longest winter you've ever known, relationships begin to thaw. Not all of them, some are too far gone, but some, and some is enough. You start praying differently. Not those tired religious prayers you've been recycling for 40 years. Real prayers, dangerous prayers. You start calling your grandchildren by name before the throne of God, pleading their cases, standing in the gap. And you don't see it happen immediately, but 5 years later, 10 years later, one of them shows up at church. One of them gets baptized. One of them comes to you with tears streaming down their face and says, "Grandma, Grandpa, something happened to me. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel different." That was you. Your prayers in your 70s, your 80s, changed the trajectory of someone not even born yet. You become a secret weapon for the kingdom. Your neighbors don't know it, but you're praying over their houses as you walk to get your mail. Your church doesn't know it, but you're interceding at 4 a.m. when insomnia keeps you awake, except now, it's not insomnia anymore. It's assignment. God wakes you up because he trusts you with the midnight shift. And something else starts happening. Peace begins visiting your bedroom at night. That anxiety that stalked you for decades, those nightmares that made you afraid to close your eyes, they start to lift. Not because your circumstances changed, but because you finally surrendered them. You finally said yes to the one who's been waiting at the door of your heart, knocking, calling, refusing to give up on you even when you gave up on yourself. Proverbs 16:31 says, "Gray hair is a crown of glory. It is gained in a righteous life." You thought your gray hair was a sign of decline. But God says it's a crown, evidence that you survived what should have killed you, proof that you're still here for a reason. Your yes in your 70s or 80s can shift the story for people not even born yet. You are not on the last page of your story. God just picked up the pen again. And what he's about to write will make everything that came before make sense. Hebrews 11:4 tells us that Abel, though he died, still speaks. Your life, chosen one, is not measured by how long you breathe, but by how long your obedience echoes. What you do in these 8 seconds won't just echo in your living room, it will echo in your bloodline. So I'm asking you right now, which movie do you want? Which ending do you choose? The one where you fade quietly into regret, or the one where you roar into your final years with purpose that shakes hell and awakens heaven? Say it out loud right now. Wherever you are, I choose the second story. Because, beloved, the clock is still at 8 seconds. But it won't stay there forever. We've come to the moment everything has been building toward. The moment when theory stops and transformation begins. The moment when heaven itself leans in to hear what you're about to declare. But before we step into this sacred act together, I need you to understand something that will shake you to your core. For decades, you've been praying prayers that felt like they bounced off the ceiling. You've whispered desperate pleas into the darkness, wondering if God was even listening. You've cried out for breakthrough, for healing, for just one sign that your life still matters. And every single one of those prayers has been recorded. Psalm 56:8 tells us that God keeps our tears in a bottle. Not some tears, every single one. That means the night you wept over your empty house after your spouse passed away, he caught those tears. The morning you stared at your pill bottles wondering if you could afford them, and your groceries, he saw that anguish. The moment you looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the person staring back, He felt that pain. But here's what's about to happen in the next few moments. Here's why this can't wait any longer. We're going to engage in a prophetic act, not a religious ritual, not some mystical mumbo-jumbo. A prophetic act, something that aligns your spirit with heaven's timing and breaks the delay that's been holding you hostage. When I begin counting down from 8 to 1, something supernatural is going to shift in the atmosphere around your life. I'm not being dramatic, I'm being honest. Because God doesn't operate on our schedules. He operates in appointed moments. And this is yours. I want you to do something right now. Put your hand on your heart. Feel it beating. That rhythm isn't random. That's the sound of a life that still has purpose. That's the echo of a calling that never expired. That's proof that God's not done writing your story. If you can, close your eyes. If you're driving or can't close them, that's okay, but I need your full attention. No distractions, no phone checking, no thinking about what you're going to cook for dinner. This moment requires your whole heart, because what we're about to do isn't just prayer, it's declaration, it's warfare, it's you finally saying yes to the God who's been saying yes to you all along. Listen to me carefully. For each number I count, there's a truth you need to speak over your life. Not think about, not consider. Speak. Because Romans 10:17 says, faith comes by hearing, and that includes hearing your own voice. Declare what God has already decreed. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Here we go. 8. God, thank you that I'm still here. Say it. Mean it. You survived every attack that was designed to take you out. Every suicide thought you fought off. Every diagnosis that should have killed you. Every heartbreak that should have destroyed you. You're still here. That's not luck. That's divine protection. 7. Wash me from the regrets I can't change. Oh, beloved, you've been carrying shame for decades. Mistakes you made in your 30s. Words you can't take back, relationships you ruined. But 1 John 1-9 promises that if we confess, He is faithful to forgive and cleanse us from all unrighteousness. All, not some. Let it go, right now. Release it. 6. Heal the memories that still haunt me. That abuse, that betrayal, that loss that gutted you. The memories that wake you up at 3 a.m. in a cold sweat. Jesus came to heal the brokenhearted and bind up their wounds. The healing you've been begging for? It starts in this second. 5. Break every chain of delay over my life. How many years have you been stuck? How many doors have stayed shut when they should have opened? How many promises have you watched die on the vine? No more. Isaiah 60:22 says, I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time. Your time is now. 4. Protect my mind, my home, my family. The enemy has been targeting your peace, your sleep, your relationships. But Psalm 91 declares that he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Your mind is covered. Your home is sealed. Your family is protected. 3. Show me the assignment for my remaining days. You're not here just to exist. You're not just killing time until heaven. God has a specific assignment with your name on it. Something only you can do. Someone only you can reach. Ephesians 2:10 says you are His workmanship, created for good works which He prepared beforehand. Show me, Lord. Show me what I'm here for. 2. I say yes, even if I'm afraid. This is the line in the sand. This is where faith becomes action. You don't have to feel ready. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to say yes. Mary said yes when an angel appeared. Moses said yes at a burning bush. What's your yes going to unlock? 1. Seal this in heaven, in Jesus' name. Amen. When we hit 1, it's not the end of the countdown. It's the beginning of a new chapter. The chapter where you stop surviving and start thriving, where you stop asking and start receiving, where you stop wondering if God sees you and start walking in the confidence that He's been orchestrating everything for this exact moment. This can't wait any longer. And you didn't wait. You showed up. If you prayed that countdown with me, if you meant every word, I need you to mark this moment. Type Amen in the comments. Type I said yes. This isn't about engagement for the channel. This is about you declaring publicly what you just agreed to privately. Because when you speak it out loud, when you put it in writing, you're inviting heaven to hold you accountable to the yes you just gave. But something just shifted, didn't it? You felt it. That weight that's been sitting on your chest for months, maybe years, it just got lighter. That's not your imagination. That's the presence of God responding to your surrender. Now the question becomes, what are you going to do with what just happened? Beloved, if you're still here, if you made it this far, if your tired eyes have stayed fixed on these words while the rest of the world sleeps, heaven just took notice. Do you understand what that means? Out of millions scrolling tonight, millions numbing their pain with noise and distraction, millions running from the very voice that's trying to save them, you stayed. You didn't click away. You didn't dismiss this as just another video. Something in your spirit recognized that this message wasn't accidental. It was appointed. And I need you to hear me say this with everything in me. You are not an accident. Your age is not a curse, it's a crown. Every gray hair on your head is a trophy of survival. Every wrinkle on your face is a map of God's faithfulness. Every ache in your bones is evidence that you're still here, still breathing, still carrying purpose that hell couldn't kill and time couldn't erase. You still matter to God, more than you know, more than you've dared to believe, more than the enemy wants you to remember. But here's where rubber meets road, dear one. Here's where we separate those who just consume content from those who become disciples. Here's where you decide if this was just another late-night scroll or the moment everything shifted. I need you to do something for me, something simple but sacred. When this video ends, don't immediately pick up your phone and move on to the next thing. Don't let the noise rush back in. Give God 10 minutes, just 10 minutes of silence. No TV, no music, no distractions. Sit in that kitchen chair, lie in that bed, stand at that window, and let heaven speak to what just happened in your spirit. Because something did happen, didn't it? You felt it, that stirring, that recognition, that whisper that said, "This is for you." And here's your second assignment, and I'm giving this to you like a grandfather would give his grandchild something precious to protect. This week, every single day, I want you to do one of three things. Write one letter to someone you've been meaning to reach. Make one phone call to a voice you've been avoiding, or pray faithfully, intentionally, powerfully for one specific person who needs what you just received. Don't underestimate the power of your prayers at this age. 1 Timothy 2:1 doesn't say, "I urge the young to pray." It says, "I urge that supplications, prayers, intercessions, and thanksgivings be made for all people." Your prayers carry the weight of decades. Your intercession moves mountains that younger faith can't budge. Your voice in the throne room has authority that comes only from walking through valleys and still choosing to worship. Now listen carefully. If this message spoke to your soul tonight, if it touched that place in your heart that nobody else seems to reach, I need you to share it. Not for views, not for numbers, but because there's someone in your life right now who's one step away from giving up. A child who's drowning in despair. A grandchild who thinks God doesn't see them. A friend who's convinced their best years are buried in the past. Share this with one person, just one, and when you do, You're not just forwarding a video, you're throwing a lifeline. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel and stay connected. Not because I need numbers on a screen, but because we're building something sacred here. We're building a family of people who refuse to let the devil write their ending. We're creating a remnant of warriors who know that the last chapter is often the most powerful chapter. We're gathering a tribe of chosen ones who understand that when the world says, "Sit down," God is saying, "Stand up." Let me bring you back to where we started. Tonight, heaven said, "Only 8 seconds left." And you answered. You stopped scrolling. You leaned in. You listened. But here's the question that will determine everything. Are you going to let this be just a moment? Just another video that made you feel something for 20 minutes before life went back to normal? Or are you going to let this be the start of the last, most powerful chapter of your life? Because, beloved, I've got news that's going to wreck every lie you've believed about your remaining years. God is not winding you down. He's winding you up. He's not putting you on the shelf. He's positioning you for the final move that will leave your family, your community, and the very forces of darkness speechless. Your age doesn't disqualify you. It anoints you. Your experience doesn't slow you down. It sharpens you. Your scars don't weaken you. They credential you. And before you close this page, before you lay your head on that pillow tonight, I want to speak a blessing over you that comes from a place deeper than religion. This comes from a heart that has watched God move in the 11th hour, in the final moment, in the space where hope seemed dead. I bless your sleep tonight. May you rest in the peace that passes understanding, knowing that heaven is working while you're resting. I bless your home environment. May the presence of God fill every room, every corner, every space where loneliness has tried to set up camp. I bless your children and your grandchildren. May they rise up and call you blessed. May they see the fire in your eyes and remember that your God is real. And I bless your remaining years, however many God has ordained. May every day be marked by divine purpose, supernatural strength, and the unshakable knowing that you were born for such a time as this. One more thing before you go. Whenever you feel forgotten, whenever hopelessness whispers its poison, whenever you wonder if any of this was real, come back to this video. Scroll to the final 8 seconds. Replay that countdown prayer. Let it remind you that you are seen, you are chosen, and you are not done. God sees you. I'm proud of you for staying. And Archangel Michael? He's still fighting for you. Your 8 seconds aren't over. They're just beginning.